Welcome to the thepsreview.com's YouTube channel. This is Brent Justice, and today we have an unboxing and showcasing of some new AMD GPUs that are launching today on July 7th. Before we get into this showcase video, check out our full website at www.thefpsreview.com for the full review of these two video cards here today with gaming benchmarks and video card comparisons up against the new NVIDIA GeForce RTX Super video cards. What we have in front of us here are two of the new video cards that are launching, and this is the Radeon 5700 series. And as you can see, this is the 5700 XT in front of us and a 5700. These are direct from AMD video cards made by AMD. These are in AMD boxing. That means that these are reference design video cards with reference coolers. There will be add-in board partner video cards with custom coolers a bit later on. And as we get those video cards to review, we will take a look at those. But today, it's the reference cards. I have not opened these boxes yet, so I'm not quite sure what we're going to see inside, and I'm ready to do this. So the first thing is the packaging. I really like the packaging here. We have just a nice, simple black box with the lettering and logo, this nice red line across here. The XT is a double box. It opens from the top. It also has a nice red line with just lettering and nice and simple. I like this design. It's simplistic, it's professional looking. I like that. Let's move the 5700 aside. Now, as we go through this showcasing today, which is just a showcasing, this is not the review. All of the specifications for these video cards will be on our website, so check that review out for all the specs. I will go over some of the top level specifications as we go through this showcasing today. This is just more of an unboxing and a way to show you what the video cards look like. We will open this now. I've already cut the sides. There's actually some tape here to keep it sealed. I did that already. We lift the box up and the video card, it shall be revealed. And there it is. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is there's a dent in my video card. No, okay. Yes, well, there is a dent in the video card, and I'm feeling it now, and it's a real dent. It's three-dimensional, it dips down, feels kind of funny. That is intentional, friends. That is intentional. AMD has decided to go this route. There is actually a technical reason that it may help cooling a little bit. It may direct the airflow inside the chamber a little bit better. And that's the reference design. Of course, add-in board partner video cards will look different. They will have their own heatsink and fan designs and so forth. So, you know, let's take this out. Ooh, it's nice and tight in there. I had to pull that sucker out. That was in there tight. Oh boy, here it is. And first thing that I'm feeling here is that it is quite weighty. It is heavy. There's a heftiness to this. Very hefty video card. And rightly so, because as we flip it around here, there is a full back plate on this thing. You've got a fully covered back there. Also, no, it's not fully covered on the end. Well, it is, but there are some vent openings here, so it's not 100% fully covered. There are vent openings on the back. The PCI Express connector is protected right there. And there's some, see if I can get that in the camera. There's the markings on it. AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT, a blower style fan design here. Comes out this side, all nice and hot. And you can see the display ports on it here are aplenty. There are 1, 2, 3 display ports and 1 HDMI. No DVI or any of that old connecting type of things here. All futuristic moving forward. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, the power. the power. So this is an 8-pin and a 6-pin that is required on this. So keep that in mind. These are top mounted on the reference designs, and it looks like the clips are on the inside here. So the clips will go toward this side, and they've given you a little space to squeeze your finger in there to unconnect them. That is very good. Sometimes they barely give you space to unclip connectors, and that is a pain in the finger. So we've got a Radeon logo up top. Not quite sure if that lights up or not. It looks like it might. There's some translucent kind of plasticking on top here. So this might light up when we put it in. Haven't put it in yet, so we will find out, and I will let you know in the full review if this lights up. We'll take plenty of pictures of it. Got a nice red line on the top here. I like the way the heatsink feels. It is really, you can hear it here. Listen to that. It's graded. The Radeon logo looks real nice here. I mean, there's not much else to show. It's just a really simple video card here. That's what it looks like. That's the XT. So what do we know about the XT? Well, let's learn just a little bit about it here. Like I said, we'll go over some top level specifications here. My handy piece of paper in front of me. So this is 40 compute units, 2,560 stream processors, that's 2560. It has a maximum boost clock potential of 1905 megahertz. It has a gaming clock of 1755. That means when you're gaming, that is mostly the clock speed you will be around, 1755 in the real world. 8 gigabytes of GDDR6, a 256-bit bus, 14 gigahertz memory, which gives us 448 gigabytes a second of bandwidth. This does have a lot of memory bandwidth. This does support HDMI 4K, DisplayPort 1.4 with display stream compression. This is the first PCI Express 4.0 capable video card. So this is PCIe 4.0. Very important. Of course, you do need a compatible motherboard and CPU for that, which of course the new AMD Ryzen 3000 series and X570 chipsets support that PCI Express 4.0. So you will need that platform if you want to run PCI Express 4.0. The board power is 225 watts according to AMD. The video card price. One thing I want to do here while we have this on camera, let's measure it so you can see if it'll fit in your case or not. What do we got here? We've got about 10 and 3/4. About 10 3/4 inches. Almost 11 inches. So if you could spec your case out to 11 inches for a video card installation room, you'll be just fine on that. I'm assuming these back end grates here will intake air. Don't know yet, but I'm assuming that air will be pulled in through the front of the fan and possibly here as well. So if you have a fan on the front of your case, for example, pushing air into your case onto this, that could help keep the video card cool as well. So keep that in mind. You might want a little bit of space there on the back end. So about 11 inches, and that should fit in your case. I cannot wait to get this puppy in the test system and see how it goes. It's going to be good. All right, let's move on to the next video card. We got the 5700. This is the 5700. This is less expensive than the XT. And this one's going to be a little more tough to get into here. There we go. Had to kind of finagle that. That was very difficult to open. Again, a very tight fitting here with these boxes. Oh, can I pull it apart? There we go. Yeah, that's nice and tight. Pull that out. Put that aside. What do we have here? Oh, got a warranty card and other things. Had that in the other box too. Didn't show that, but it does come with warranty cards and all that jazz. That's good. And it's upside down. AMD Radeon. Got some flaps here. We can pull this up, I guess. That's neat. Ooh, I like that. That's kind of cool. I wonder if that has anything in that. I want to take that apart later. All right, here we go. This is it. This is the 5700. Ooh, pretty shiny. Again, the same gray metallic color, just like the other one. I like the coloring this time. I think the coloring is very good on these cards. I didn't mention that on the other one, but it is the same. Actually, this one's lighter. Let me see here. You know, it's a little hard to tell. One looks maybe a little bit lighter, but they're very close. The fan size is the same. Same fan size, looks like the same length as well, but I'll double check that. Again, blower style here. Comes out the back, and we have 1, 2, 3 display port, 1 HDMI. Same amount of connectivity on this one as the other one. Feels really solid and really good, though not as heavy. Not as heavy as the other one. Okay, and I can see that is because on the back, oh, it is bareback. This one is writing bareback. So there is nothing there. Now, of course, custom video cards may have backplates, but the reference design does not. We do also still have an 8 and a 6 pin on this one. So even though this is the lesser in performance and pricing, still both an 8 and a 6 pin. Interesting. Very interesting. PCI Express protected. What do we have on the back end? This one's covered completely. It might be hard to see in the lighting, but this is solid here. No vents. So this is solid. Absolutely solid. Solid all around. Nothing on the top, nothing on the back. I mean, this is completely closed, and then it blows out there. So the only place that this can suck in air is through the front of this fan, right here. This is your only intake for air. There are no other vents to allow intake for air. So if you want to keep this card cool, make sure the front of it, which would be the bottom in your case, it would be underneath. Make sure that's not covered. Make sure you don't squeeze in a video card that cuts off oxygen to this one, because it's going to need that intake from below. Very important. And here's the numbering on this one. AMD Radeon RX 5700. Nothing real special. I am looking here, but what I don't see is a BIOS switch. I'll look on the other one again. I don't see a BIOS switch. Past Radeon video cards have been able to switch between 2 different BIOSes, so you can have that ability. I don't see that on this video card at all. Not at all. You can see where the memory pads are on the back there. Here, and then on the other side. You can see all that. See where the VRMs are. You can see where everything's placed. Just can't see what specific chips are on that. What is this little thing here? Oh, we just got a little dust from the box there. Not dust, but like a little piece of felt. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that little sucker. Get off there. Yeah, that must have come from the box. Interesting. Not really much to talk about, and unless we take it apart and look at all the specific chips that are installed on this puppy. But that gives you a good look at the back side there. Everything that you can see available on the back there. Pretty typical setup. Again, this is not as heavy as the other one, but it's very solid. It is very solid in the hand. Feels very good. Smooth, completely smooth. Let's do a measurement on it, shall we? Probably exactly the same size. And yes, it is. It is exactly the same size. So this one, though, you can, I guess, cramp right up to the edge because it doesn't intake any air there. So this might fit better in an MATX or maybe even ITX case. It might be a little bit long for an ITX case. Not quite sure. Depends on the type of case. Some ITX, motherboard cases and all that, small form factor systems can support that length, but some may not. There are smaller video cards than this, like 9-inch video cards that fit better in those systems. But this should fit in an MATX, micro ATX, and above. All right, I can't wait to get this puppy in. Let's put it back in the box and go over the specifications on it real quick. Okay, this is the 5700, 36 compute units, 2304 stream processors, 2304, a maximum boost clock potential of 1725, a gaming clock speed of 1625, so 1625 megahertz. It also has 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 on a 256-bit bus at 14 gigahertz, providing 448 gigabytes a second of memory bandwidth. That is the same memory bandwidth as the XT. So they have the exact same memory configuration. It is only in the compute units, stream processors, texture mapping units, and clock speeds that are different here. It has 64 ROPs and 144 texture units. The same HDMI 4K support using HDMI 2.0B, DisplayPort 1.4 with display stream compression, PCI Express 4.0 support, so still the first card to support that. 180 watt board power is what AMD is calling that. So that's what you're going to get. Let's break this out again. Let's set this up here and set the other one up side by side so you can see them. And let me look for a BIOS switch on that. I was going to do that. No, there does not appear to be a BIOS switch on the top. So none of that. Sorry, guys. None of that. There's the two cards. You can see they are the same length. They both have 8-pin, 6-pin connectors. The XT is a little heavier because it has a back plate. The XT has a graded cover, which feels real nice. The XT has a vent in the rear side, which I'm guessing is going to allow air intake, but I will find out for sure. This one does not. The dent. The dent is intentional. It's an intentional dent. So there you go. Make of it what you will. Well, this has just been an unboxing and showcasing of the two new video cards from AMD launching today, the Radeon RX 5700 XT and Radeon RX 5700. There's also the launch of AMD's Ryzen CPUs. We've got the Ryzen 9 and the Ryzen 7 3000 series, like the 3900X, the 3800X, 3700X, and so on and so on and so on, as well as AMD's new X570 chipset and motherboards supporting that. All of that is needed to run these video cards at PCI Express 4.0. You can go to our website right now at www.thefpsreview.com. I will put a link in the description and here on the screen. And you can read our full review of these two video cards, comparing them in games and with the latest NVIDIA GeForce RTX Super video cards. That's going to be an interesting test. If you would like to check out our website, check it out weekly for new reviews. It's great. Also, if you would like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like if you like this, dislike if you dislike this. It helps and we appreciate it. Thank you from all of us at thefpsreview.com. Have a good day.